What is up, guys? Welcome to Speak Truth Sports. This is Bert. I'm here with Tay. Today, we're talking about something interesting. When are the 49ers actually going to make the change from Jimmy G to Trey Lance? Can it be this year, next year? When is that going to happen? Recently, some comments came out from Kyle Shanahan in a post-game or in a press conference talking about how, well, I'll let you handle that, Tay. Why don't you tell us what he said?
Shanahan had a presser today after practice. He says there's no quarterback battle between Jimmy G and Trey Lance. And I know that the fan base has been dying for it, and they're all kind of just like, when are we ever going to see some more productivity with Trey Lance? When is he going to finally get some playing time? Are they guys going to give him a start? Going to let him be able to play some series? And according to Shanahan, Trey Lance just isn't doing enough in practice to push Jimmy G for that starting job. I would say that to me, I wouldn't say it's very surprising, but I'm a little surprised by that just based off Trey Lance's ability. And, I figured that they would want to, try to tap in more to his ability and just being a dynamic quarterback. But we've seen what he's capable to do, running the ball. He threw a touchdown pass so far this year. He's came in the game and ran a touchdown this year. So just a little surprising to me that, they're not even considering him at all right now. But
let me ask the question. So is it a good thing that they're not playing him right now, or should they throw him in there? Because he was the third overall pick. They traded up to get him. Should they be playing him right now? And Jimmy G he's had he's had like 1.5 good games. He hasn't been extremely impressive as of late. So do you think it's the right decision that Kyle Shanahan's making?
I would say for maybe Trey Lance, like kind of just maturing wise, maybe. But I would say that just the fan base is probably just really more upset than than the actual players. Per se, I would say this is probably the right move. I think you let him sit maybe another year, but if Jimmy G does get hurt, 'cause he does tend to get hurt a lot. So if Jimmy G does get hurt, and Trey Lance comes in and he just shows up one game, I would expect him just to ride the horse with Trey Lance. My only thing is the offense able to adapt mid-season to his play style? Is Kyle Shanahan able to adapt that playbook and change it up for a dynamic quarterback like Trey Lance? I just don't think, just knowing who Kyle Shanahan is and know he wants to stick to what he knows and stick to what he's capable to do. I don't think he'll do it like a mid-season switch like that to the playbook.
Mm-hmm. So if they were to trade Jimmy Garoppolo this season or next season, it would only be about $2 million dead cap for him. So that's not a big deal. But the question is, who's going to trade for Jimmy G on that massive deal he's on right now? They'd probably have to restructure, and Jimmy G might not agree to a restructure. So a lot of factors going in there. Jimmy G, he's still under contract for 2 more years after this season, I believe. So he's there for a little while. Now, is this the right decision? No, but yes. And I say this because I think Trey Lance has much more potential with this offense. I think if Trey Lance is truly utilized, he could take this offense to the next level. And especially in their division, they need that to compete. The reason I'm kind of hesitant, though, is because I feel like he needs a better, more specific offense designed for him. His talents are very... he's really good at running the ball. He's really good at scrambling. And he also he kind of has a bit of an arm. He can throw deep when he wants to. He's got to work on a lot of those things, but they should be trying to emulate what the Ravens are doing, I think, with their read options and stuff like that.
Easily.
And for that to happen, Trey Lance needs experience in order to get the reads. He needs experience on the field as well as just studying film and stuff like that. If they throw Trey Lance into the current offense with Jimmy G's playbook, I don't think it's going to end very well. It's going to look like what Lamar Jackson did in his rookie year, where he was getting them wins, but they weren't looking super pretty, and he was having to run a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what will happen if Jimmy G goes down or if he gets hurt or something like that. You could definitely see a possible immediate uptick in wins, especially because, kind of like the Ravens did, they have a really good set of tight ends. They have Kyle Juszczyk. They have Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, a lot of weapons to help out Jimmy G that will also help out Trey Lance. So Trey Lance won't have to make big plays throwing
Exactly.
the ball. He can dump it off to George Kittle and he can run for 15 yards. He can dump it off to Brandon Ayuk. He can go cut up for 10 yards. There's a lot of weapons around him to be able to succeed. They just need to build the right offense. And if they didn't do it this past offseason, I'm doubtful that it'll really work out to its fullest potential if they just throw him in this season.
Yeah. Just going based off what everybody knows who Kyle Shanahan is. He's kind of just like, he thinks he's his offensive guru. He knows all, and he doesn't really want to change what he likes to do. He doesn't want to change anything that he already has planned. I think that Trey Lance is a better fit with the backfield that he likes to run. He likes to have these speed, kind of elusive kind of backs. If you mix that with Trey Lance, this, like you said, this offense could be very, very explosive with Deebo Samuel there, who's able to turn screen passes into touchdowns or screen passes into 30 yards. Brandon Ayuk, who's able to turn screen passes to 30, 40 yards, who's able to route up corners and get open down the field or open in the middle of the field or just slant routes, and he's able to get open just immediately off his first step. George Kittle, who's able to dump off to him, or even George Kittle downfield. Like you said, I think that they need more time to develop a playbook because I really don't think that they made one structured for Trey Lance yet.
Yeah.
But if they did, surprisingly, if they did, just in case Jimmy G does get hurt and they have a backup plan, and they make that adjustment, like you said, I can see a lot of more wins coming into the win total for sure.
And here's the thing, right, is that this is their third overall pick, so they have to build around him at some point. You can't just draft a guy at 3 and not use him. And the thing is, if they wait a couple years and he's on the end of his rookie deal, like let's say they let Jimmy G play out his entire contract and then they put Trey Lance in. He's going to be on like the final year of his rookie deal. And if he goes crazy, you got to pay right back up. You got to give him, Jimmy G money right to him. Because it's not financially responsible to do that for them. So even though they do owe Jimmy G a lot of money, only half his contract was actually guaranteed. So yeah, they could do some maneuvers, find a way to avoid paying him somehow. But honestly, it's going to be worse for them if they wait and then Trey Lance goes crazy and then they got to pay him again.
Yeah.
A really, really good strategy that the teams have been trying to implement is that they try to get their rookie quarterbacks, or within the first 4 years, they build the entire team around them. They spend money on all the other positions to get them ready so they can help the rookie quarterback succeed, or just the young quarterback in general. And then they can compete for a Super Bowl before they have to worry about paying everybody and the quarterback. The quarterback's obviously going to demand the most money. So if you can take that out of the equation, you're only paying him like 4 or 5 mil. Take that out of the equation, you got a lot of other money on other positions. You can make your entire team better. You don't have to.
Absolutely.
Like the Chiefs are right now, right?
Yeah. Like you said, I think if they do that and they're able to save some money without having to pay him immediately, like you said, right after the third year, they could go pick up some secondary guys they need in the secondary. They need some corners bad. I think losing Richard Sherman as that big mentor for that secondary was a big thing.
Yeah.
So like you said, if they do decide to play next year, they have, and then they trade Jimmy G, or they somehow if they do want to take that dead cap, I don't know what the dead cap is on it. If they do decide to cut him and they want to take the dead cap and take the money loss, I just don't think that would be the smart thing to do. I think
it would definitely be more.
Yeah, I think just let Jimmy G play out this year. Let Trey Lance, if you can, implement him more next year into the offense. Give him a bigger role, and let him build with the team. You want your rookie quarterback to build with the team, so when you give him that contract year, you guys can just keep things going, get things in motion. You don't want to look like you paid him for no reason if he doesn't have the chemistry with the guys that are already there.
Yeah, and honestly, Jimmy G is supposed to be like the win now option. But if you had designed the playbook around Trey Lance,
you could win now easily.
Honestly, in my opinion, I think he would give you more wins than Jimmy G would.
Especially with the backfield they have and all the speed they have back there. Imagine they run read option with all that speed they have in the backfield.
Imagine a fully healthy Raheem Mostert and a read option with Trey Lance.
Not even that. They could turn the RPOs into dump offs to George Kittle, which could leave him open downfield, or some RPOs to Ayuk or RPOs to Samuel. there's so many options that you could do with Trey Lance in the backfield that would just open up the offense so much.
Literally just copy what the Ravens are doing and just bring it to Trey Lance, and he can succeed in that, genuinely.
1,000%.
But I think he might look bad if they just throw him in with Jimmy G's playbook. But in my opinion, I think Trey Lance has the potential to be the best quarterback.
Prospect.
And something else, which is kind of funny, the Niners actually promised to take, well, didn't promise, but they implied to Mac Jones that they were going to take him at 3 because they're worried the Patriots were going to end up with him.
I find that a little strange because, the Patriots ended up getting him anyway. So what were you guys really trying to do? Were you guys just bluffing and, getting Mac Jones' hopes up? Or you guys just didn't want Trey Lance, to feel like that he was going to come in and play immediately? Or you guys didn't want to send Jimmy G the wrong signs? But I think either or quarterback would have give off wrong signs because Mac Jones would have been a better option with Jimmy G's playbook than Trey Lance's with Jimmy G's playbook. So I think it was kind of just they were kind of confused. And, probably Kyle Shanahan came in the draft room and was like, hey, let's give this Trey Lance guy a shot. I like to run the ball. He can run the ball. Let's go ahead and run the ball with him. Let's use his legs, for this season. If we can in the future, make a playbook for him.
Yeah, Trey Lance is one of the highest potentials in the draft. That's probably what they were looking for there because they probably talked to the owner. The owner was like, I don't want to cut Jimmy G and be stuck with all his money. Either we trade him or we just take a project like Trey Lance and we build him up slowly. I think that's probably what they were going for. But you're right. I was about to say that exactly, that Mac Jones fits Jimmy G's playbook better. So if they wanted a true backup to Jimmy G, Mac Jones
was the perfect option.
Yep. I mean, that's all I got to say. I think Trey Lance will, if he does start, I think it's either going to be next year or it's going to be because Jimmy G gets hurt. I don't think they're purposefully trying to start him yet.
Yeah, I would say, Niners fans, just hold on a little bit, ride it out this year. You guys, I think you guys have enough to, at least make a playoff run. I don't know about a Super Bowl run just yet. Just ride it out, wait it out. Trey Lance will be there for sooner than later. So you don't have anything to worry about. I don't think you guys are going to make him to a dud. I don't think you guys are going to ruin him. I think you guys are kind of just building them up to, be more confident, build chemistry with the guys in practice, and get more connection with the receivers. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I totally agree with everything you just said, except I think it might be later than sooner, hearing what Kyle Shanahan's had to say about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been Bert.
Tay. See you guys later.
Catch you guys next time. Thank you for watching.